Welcome back. I'm Jocelyn.
I'm Kaden.
And we are best of kin. And it is a miracle that this is even being recorded right now because we are coming off the heels of a wild wedding weekend. We both went to different weddings on Friday night, and there were festivities before, festivities during, festivities after.
Your first bender.
And we usually record on Fridays, but I was violently hungover from a Thursday night welcome party that I could get into like a tiny bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me start there.
Let me start there. Our weddings.
Let me start there then. I didn't know if you had anything else to add to that intro. How you feeling right now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
How I'm feeling will make sense after I explain.
Yeah. Well, I'll start. Thursday night, there was the welcome party at the Global Ambassador Hotel. Logan and I took a Waymo, which was cool. It was a little scary. There was a part that I was like recording though. He was like trying to see out to make this left turn into traffic, but also trying to get out of the way of the traffic. So it was like, like up back and forth. And I was like, like I was getting so nervous. But we made the turn and it worked out. We made it there safely. And the welcome party was dope. I didn't eat anything all day because it was like kind of a nonstop go day. And by the time we were there, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to drink. I want to celebrate. I want to say hi to all my friends. And like the drinks were good. The food, I had one bite of food at the event. And then I don't know what happened to me. I started out, a Paloma. Oh, I'll have a glass of champagne to cheers during the toast. Oh, I'll have another Paloma. Let's go.
Gin and tonic. Right?
Yeah, I had like a gin and tonic to start, and then I ditched that for a Paloma, and then we decided to go up to the rooftop Thea at the Global. It's a Mediterranean restaurant that has like an incredible 360-degree views of Camelback and of downtown and downtown Tempe, like the most incredible views in the world. And this Thursday night, because it's March Madness, everyone's in town, right? Dave Portnoy was staying at the Global Ambassador. People were saying at our event that they could see him taking his dog out to piss. And so yeah, it was just like it was like a happening time for Phoenix, and to be at that hotel specifically. Logan and I went up to the top. It was packed, but we were kind of like, let's just like go on like an empty lounge, and it says reserved, but like let's just sit there as long as like we can. And so we got a drink and we sat at the lounge and we hung out like in this like gorgeous little section for 45 minutes, like before even getting kicked off of it. They were like, oh, we have a reservation here.
So this
we were
is
like, no problem.
The bottom floor?
We were at the rooftop.
Okay, cool.
We were at the rooftop restaurant at this point. The event itself was on the lawn, like outside. It was gorgeous.
Put the lawn on the roof.
What do you mean? No, it was outside. The event for the welcome party was ground floor, lawn, kind of middle of the hotel, like the courtyard. And then we went up to Thea for a drink, and I didn't need another drink, but I got another drink.
Damn.
So we were hanging out. We got kicked out of that spot, but then we found a spot at the bar. So then we hung out at the bar, and it was so cool. Like it was
how late?
Packed beyond packed, probably 10:30. And the welcome party started at 6, and we were probably at the welcome party for 2.5 hours, and then hung out at Thea. And it was to the point where Kaden, this has not happened to me in so long. Okay. And I was like, I loved my outfit. Like I was feeling good about everything. I got up to go to the bathroom and like I had no vision, like completely as if I was like spinning in a circle. Like that's what my vision was. And I was like, oh my God, I have not been like publicly this intoxicated. Like I actually am very good at holding it together though. Like when I'm in public, like you like so good at it.
Telling me.
But I was just, and then I literally like sat on the toilet and was like, wow, this is like comfortable. And I kind of like was hanging out. I was on my phone. I was like getting too comfortable, like just sitting and like, and I was like, oh wait, like I've been in here a minute. Logan's like, you okay?
Oh shit, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, sorry. I was like going through like photos from the event. Sorry. But yeah, it was so much fun. And like people kept saying they were seeing, Logan said he saw a few like celebrity athletes. I didn't know who they were. But that's the spot for it. Like that is the spot for celebrities to hang out. Devin Booker, like
everyone always talks about it. Like everyone talks about Global now.
It's the name on everybody's lips, and we maybe I'll just mention this now because this is like a little bit more official. Type and Trim is about to be on the preferred vendors list for the Global Ambassador Hotel, and I'll be working with them. This was what I was mentioning a little bit ago when I was saying like, I'm feeling lucky.
And then you're like, fuck.
And then I was like, yeah. And then yeah. But we are going to do custom details and design and signage and menus and stuff for Global's events. So once we get on that list, baby, game over. I can't wait. So that was the welcome party. But then, we kind of don't remember getting home. We had my parents babysitting. That's the thing. I don't recall if it was a Waymo or an Uber. We got home by 11. I remember that. And that's all. I woke up with my makeup off. I was like, wow, thank God, I took my makeup off. But no, I slept great through the night, but then of course I woke up and I was so ill. It was so violently ill that I was vomiting like nonstop. Couldn't even keep water down until like 3 p.m. And then I peeled myself up and was like, it's showtime. Gotta get ready. Gotta get ready for the wedding. And I pulled it together. I totally pulled it together. I was able to like still drink at the wedding and like eat. I ate everything. Like the hors d'oeuvres. Oh my God. I could probably go 45 minutes talking about the hors d'oeuvres. There was like little ahi tuna tacos.
Where
there
was the venue for the wedding?
Royal Palms Resort in Arcadia. Literally like basic Camelback. Like
nice.
Stunning resort. It was a little bit scary because it was raining and it was kind of chilly that day, but
pretty crazy.
Just before the ceremony, the clouds parted and we got like a nice little trinkle of golden light come in and
like 5:30.
Thank God. Yes. And the thing here. That's like probably, like when the ceremony
it was amazing.
Started.
It looked amazing outside.
I know. It was beautiful.
The sky was amazing.
It was cool looking because it was like kind of gloomy a little bit, but then like yellow was coming through. Like it was really beautiful. And I mean, the wedding, I won't go on and on and on and on, but it was insane. I've never been invited to a wedding that like cost so much. But it was insane. It was insane. It was insane. Hudson Gray Weddings did the planning of it and they nailed it. The floral decor, I don't know if you saw any of my Instagram stories, but like the floral, it literally looks like a garden, like
and the kissing
threw up.
Booth, that's cool.
A little kissing booth, like photo op for all the guests to be able to like get photos. Like it was definitely like very like content friendly. Like
so much love.
So many of her friends are in marketing or in content creation, and so everyone's like on top of it with the content and like modern. She got so much content from that. But it was like. It was beautiful. The speeches were some of the best I've ever heard in my life. Like her father just gave the most amazing speeches. Their friends, hilarious speeches. Like, oh my God, like everyone was cracking up and just like, wow, like these are incredible speeches. Food was amazing. Drinks were great. Was just so fun and so wholesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every single thing. And she did a little piano duet with her dad at the end of his speech and they were practicing it for like the last year together. And it was like you got a friend in me, like Toy Story. And I'm like, oh, and they're like playing together and like very emotional. It's like, but it's so sweet. It really like warms your soul. I texted Becca the next day. I woke up with warm fuzzies, like thinking about how much all of her friends and family like loved them so much and like just wanted to give them like the best day. And the day like went perfectly. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
The weather was so nice.
It was nice. It was scary,
but then
it was scary. It was a little nippy at first, like before we got to the heaters at dinner. Yeah. Then we had the little heat lamps and it was like chilling from there. And then the dancing was indoors for us. So Kaden.
Yeah.
Where do you begin with your festivities? Was it Thursday?
Yeah. Thursday.
Thursday, what happened? Yeah, what happened?
Well, just
because you came over to my place Friday and you seemed totally fine.
Thursday.
No, you came over on Friday when I was ill and picked up your laundry.
I just was the wedding party had the rehearsal dinner and then they went back to the house of some of the family members that live here and I've been there plenty of times. It was just like the wedding party, like all the groomsmen people just kind of chilling. It was more of a chill vibe. Playing music, smoking a little J.
Gorge.
Just had some drinks and then Wyatt and I were like, dude, let's just go play some pool real quick because everyone was going to bed. It was like 1:20. Just went to Boondocks real quick, play pool. And then Friday that was quite the day because we're just like, let's get after it. Wait, I did. I was here Friday morning. Yeah,
you just stopped by to pick up
we were
laundry
supposed to record.
We were supposed to record Friday, and I literally was like, I can't even sit up out of bed without like hurling. So
I was scared though too because of that because we were scheduled for Sunday and I knew
you knew like could possibly not happen Sunday. That's why I say this is truly a miracle. Like I in my mind was like, okay, are we about to miss our first week? Like the people will understand. We
I
could blame it
know.
on the
I was
solar
like, we can't.
eclipse. We
Oh
could,
my god,
I don't know, like
can't. Oh my gosh, that's tomorrow, huh?
that's tomorrow. Yeah, I want to touch on that obviously
We
before we
will,
wrap
yeah,
up, but keep going about with
yeah.
your
So
fun
we're
little
just like,
time.
yeah, let's just go day drink. We went to R&R, had like a mimosa tower, and
Oh my God.
then we had a like, oh shit, it's like 3:40. Like we had to be at the wedding at 4:30.
Oh
It
my
was just like a
God.
typical like having fun before a
Yeah,
wedding.
yeah,
Like, oh
yeah.
shit, we
Like,
gotta get ready and get going.
yeah.
Got going, all got
Was the groom
ready.
in that
Everyone
party?
looked good. No,
Oh, he was
it
like
was
getting
all
ready,
just
getting his photos. Like,
people
thank
that
God.
were attending.
I thought it was gonna be like hangover. Like you have the groom
Uh,
and you got to get him back in
uh,
time. I'm like,
no, he was doing something.
cool.
He was smart about it. But yeah, and then got there, which was like crazy. It's a Mesa, the Wright House with a W is what the
Mm-hmm.
venue was.
Beautiful.
Insane. Like it looks like you're in Italy when you're in there. There's so much trees and
Mm-hmm.
it was like a nice little different ecosystem, it felt like.
Yeah.
And even better was that everyone had little chocolate bars,
Beautiful.
shrooms, and then it's like 1 is social, 2 is creative, and 3 is whoa. That's what they call it if you take the amount of bars.
Okay. And what is this in grams?
However, I don't know,
Do we
but it
know?
was definitely the most condensed I have ever taken.
Oh my,
Everyone,
at a wedding.
we all took it, and then I was just like chill, and then all of a sudden, like we all realized, like, holy fuck, that was
Way
way
too
too
much.
much, and then we're just like, oh my god, like what have we done?
What did you do?
But it was amazing, like looking at the trees and like again
Yeah.
the sky and the sunset,
I'm
and like
dead. I'm
seeing all the
dead.
love and like
Yeah.
everyone
You
was
can like
so
feel
spread
it.
out though. It was so I don't know, like when that venue was crazy.
You think too spread out?
I don't
Or
know.
just
No,
like
but it was also like a
there was a
pretty
lot of
proper
people?
wedding. Yeah, like a lot of
Yeah, yeah,
people,
yeah.
all these different tables. Our
Round
table was
tables?
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we were not I could not stop laughing. I
Yeah.
didn't even eat my food
Yeah.
or I couldn't drink because I was one, yeah, really
That's
high.
fun.
But
That's
like not
fun.
like a it was
Not
like
like
a
you're like being disruptive,
not at
but
all. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, and we were all in it together type
yeah.
thing. The speeches were good. The MC was kind of funny, but everything was like on a time crunch. So like there was a
Well,
pretty
it's
strict
an
schedule.
itinerary,
Yeah,
baby. Like there's a shot list. Like there are photos to get.
yeah. But it was
That's
nice
what was there a
meeting all
planner
their
guiding it? Was
family.
there like either like an MC or a planner kind of
Kind
guiding
of, yeah. The
everything?
DJ MC was like running the
Cool.
show. Like yeah, it was trivia to see which dinner. If you got it first, the question right, that's when you go get food.
Oh, funny.
And then it's like, how many people landed on the moon or have been to the moon? And we're just yelling out numbers, and it came by us. He's like,
Yeah.
12. Um, no, that was great. I mean, meeting so many family. Everyone was like, oh, everyone calls me Kadeen there in that group.
Okay.
But everyone always like, oh, we've heard so much about you. It was just cool seeing like all the extended family.
Yeah.
And then like the dances and shit, what makes you hella emotional. Like, oh shit, I'll be doing that one day, hopefully.
Hmm.
But then I was like, do I want a wedding like this? I don't know.
It's a lot of pressure
But
and
it's
a lot
so
of
much
like,
like inner,
but you know what? You take what you like about those kinds of
yeah,
weddings and then you add in things that are very you and then you make up your own thing
yeah,
instead of trying to like fit into like a form of what weddings are. Because I think a lot of people get caught up in just like the wedding industry
uh-huh,
and just do all the like the checklist of things as opposed to just like, do you care about all these things? Do you care about having a bridal party? Do you care about like,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, and then the mom and father, or sorry, son and mother. Oh my god,
Mater son or daughter.
father.
Daughter son.
This mom and son dance, and they're doing it to Tiny Dancer, and it was like I was looking
Hold me
across, and obviously
closer.
like yeah, everyone's so emotional. I see why, and we're just both crying. And
Aww.
then after, we're just like, dude, we should fucking just call our moms. Like let's just call our moms real quick, and then we did.
And because it's like, what mom doesn't love a little
Well, we
call from
always
her
said, not
boy?
no parent will probably ever hear it enough,
Mm-hmm.
And then that was great. And then yeah, then the party started, right? Like everyone's dancing, drinks, and then there was an after party back at the house, and that's when shit
Mm.
got so crazy. Like we're all standing around the island, all the families there. We're like playing songs and just like belting our fucking.
Oh
That's
my
probably why I lost our voice.
God.
Like
I love
with
that.
one of the dads, was just like going eye to eye to Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah,
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody is the
everyone,
move,
dude.
dude.
Everyone in the kitchen. It was like 50 people just. Let me go, let me go. Yeah, it's crazy. Come on, Eileen. I played that one. I knew that was gonna hit.
Yeah,
Come on. Yeah.
that shit hits.
But that was a late night. Yeah, that was bad. Actually, I was up till 7.
a.m.
Yeah, I saw the sun come up.
It's
That's when I was
beautiful.
like, should I just stay up?
And then where do you go from there? Home to sleep?
Well, I thought I had work
Saturday.
at 12. Yeah, yesterday, but I didn't. They said it was actually slow, so I just went in and like laid out with Wyatt and Caesar. Day drink again. We're like, let's go out. It's
Oh
Wyatt's last. It's
my
Wyatt's last
God. It's like
day.
lean in when you're already
Yeah,
there.
but that's what you kind of meant to prepare for. But yeah, Wyatt's last day, and then we got after last night. Had such a blast. Went to like just the fun bars and like showing Wyatt where he's never been, and then like just shooting the shit. A lot of
Yeah.
love, like just
It's
so
so
many like
sweet.
guy hugs.
Yeah.
I fucking love you, man.
That's
Yeah.
sweet. You don't see
Kissing
that
cheeks.
enough.
No,
You don't
bro.
see that enough.
Everyone's all kissing each other cheeks. Like, God, love you. It's so funny. And
That is so
then,
funny.
yeah, also another late night though. I mean,
That's
I
okay.
ended up back at the house of the wedding
Uh-huh.
house.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
I saw you were
I got home at 5.
this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
No,
texted you.
I got home to that
Sorry.
Scottsdale, like Charles Caesars.
Okay.
Slept, woke up, and that's when I think I haven't felt like that in a long time. Waking up
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. And then I
Not,
texted
but
you at
that's the thing. Like
8:30.
this is a. It's not the first time, but I'm just starting to learn. Like that was a proper occasion. I knew
Yeah.
what I was in
You
for,
pick and choose your
and yeah,
times.
like it was a time. I don't care how I felt, like how bad I
Yeah.
feel. It's like
Yeah.
I don't have any regret. Like why would I?
Yeah.
Why would I? Why punish myself for
Why?
having a good
No.
time?
And that's where it's like, and potentially growing up in the church, like shame is
Mm,
what causes you to feel like that kind of like regret. And like we shame ourselves all the time when
yeah,
we literally don't need to. We
literally,
literally, we don't need to.
literally. No,
No, shame is what causes
it's
anxiety.
so yeah, it's
Is this
unnecessary,
like internalized
and it's
shame?
all like you're creating that reality.
Yeah, exactly.
It's yeah, 'cause perspective is reality, right? So
Yes.
whatever you're saying to yourself in your mind, it becomes like
Yeah.
real. Like I can't believe I did that. Like no,
Yeah,
I
like,
can't,
oh,
I'm happy I did
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. Like, oh, I always do
So
this.
much, yeah,
It's
no,
like,
like
no,
so
like
much. Not, I guess euphoria. Yeah, a lot of just fucking dopamine
a lot
with
of
just
love.
being with
Like,
people.
yeah, I
Not,
could say the same thing. Like, it's not even about the drinking. Like, it's
mm-mm.
literally just about having a wonderful time with other
You're
people. And
spending
like,
time with people. Yeah,
there are
enjoying their company.
multiple friends and couple groups that we were getting super, super close with in 2019. And then, like, when COVID hit, it was like they didn't come to my birthday because nobody was like getting together. And there were, you know what I mean? Like, there's all these little friend groups that really like kind of faded away after 2020, 2021. And like, and then having a kid, it's like, I'm not prioritizing these friends that we didn't quite like make it over the hump of like
After
texting
high
back and
school.
forth, or like not even after. What do you mean after high school? I'm talking about 2019,
Oh,
like
gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like the year before COVID. I was making all of these friendships
Yeah.
that weren't strong enough to outlast
Oh, I
COVID.
see. I see. I see.
So then I reconnected with multiple of them at the wedding, and now we're like, oh my god, like we need to be best friends, like we need to hang out, like what are we doing this weekend, like literally so many people are like, oh my god, like I'm so glad we reconnected.
Yeah, honestly,
Like it was so
same here.
nice.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you live here, bro. Like, damn, we gotta hang out, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's actually like do something outside of the
Yeah.
like the wedding, of course. But what was I gonna say?
Wedding. What food was at the wedding?
Oh, it was like you got up and it was like kind of like a buffet. Like it
Okay.
was like people were just like dropping stuff on your
Nice.
plate, like portioning. It's like salad, chicken, which I dropped on the ground, and I was like, no, I'm joking. I
No.
thought about it. I
Okay.
was so hungry, but
No, I know. Yeah.
it was so much talking and laughing and
Yeah.
drinking and like yeah, meeting people.
Yeah.
They're great. I love
Yeah.
love. Such a
This is
hopeless romantic,
love.
yeah.
I know. It's so
And
sweet.
it's like that's another thing I want to bring up is that like the type of people that I'm hanging out with, like all my friends, like you're just having such a good time where like most people I feel like you're always worried about like, oh, can I find a girl, you know, like
Right, right, right,
I wasn't
right.
but like that was not
You
even a
were
thought in my
just
mind, yeah.
present.
That was a very present weekend.
That's beautiful. I love that. I would say the same thing. Like I was stressed leading up to both like events Thursday and Friday just because of all these other things I had to accomplish. But like when we were finally at the wedding, that list of things was accomplished. I could just like enjoy being with all these people, eating such good food. Like it was just so fun and sweet, and like the guests really showed out with like the style. Like everyone was dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
Like I love when everyone puts in the fucking effort and is like on board with the
Yeah.
vibes, you know what I mean? Like, and everyone is just like, yeah, like having a great time. Oh my god, the food, Kaden, I can't even.
Yeah.
We
What'd
had
you
past hors
eat?
d'oeuvres. Like I said, like a little crunchy ahi tuna tacos. There was like a little beefy like grilled cheese bite, like crostini
Oh
bite.
God.
There was like bacon
That
wrapped
smells so
dates. Like
good.
they would just
Smells.
pass. No, he's smelling things now, guys. No, like they would just pass around like oh these little empanadas with the tomatillo sauce. I was like, bring me like
What
5 of
the
those. That
hell?
actually I think cured my hangover was those empanadas. I was smashing those.
Empanadas.
Their signature drink was a prickly pear margarita, so everyone got that out right out of the ceremony. They had servers giving everyone a prickly pear margarita, and upon arrival, everyone got a glass of champagne with like little dried flowers in it. Like I just love that. I just love that. And then we sat and it was like a delicious brie, like walnut salad. And then I got a chicken dish and Logan got braised beef short rib with mashed potatoes. Like incredible food. And someone at our table had said they've gone to a lot of weddings at Royal Palms and that venue particularly like has the best food by far of like any venue.
Royal
Because they
Palms.
like do their own food. Yeah. And it was insane. And then we
Yeah,
go into
it's
the,
literally right
oh
on
my
the
gosh,
base of
almost
Camelback.
the best part aside from like the speeches and all the sweet stuff and like the food. And after dinner and the dancing and the cute little piano duet and like the speeches, they were like, okay, everyone, like follow the music to the dance party. A guy comes out playing the sax
Oh
and leads
yeah.
everybody
That's
in like a
crazy.
Congo line across the property into the dance room. So like we knew where to go because we just followed the music. You know what I mean? Because it was dark. It's like
Dude,
we don't know
whoever
our way
planned
around.
that wedding.
That was the sickest moment. And then that sax player stayed for the whole dancing part and would just like chime in with a little sax like during like a DJ like song. Like he would just like and like everyone was so hyped for it that he would be in the middle of the dance floor and we're like, yeah. Like
Oh my gosh.
and the photos I'm sure are so sick, like flash photos of the sax guy and everyone's
Yeah.
like partying around him. Like that was like just the sickest part. And there was it was open bar, beginning, middle, and end. Like literally. And then yeah, like late night bar. And then there was a coffee station, a dessert
What?
station, like in the dance room. And there was like a lavender dance floor. And like so I matched it with my dress. I was like, oh my God, I matched the whole like dance area. And there was another photo booth in the corner with like a professional team taking like professional like black and white photos of all the guests. Like I got to take home. It was just like
Dude, weddings are
very
fucking great.
considerate of not only like making it important to Becca and Parker and like making it special to them, but also
Everyone
like really
who's
considerate
invited.
of the guests.
Yeah.
Like everybody like had so much to do and like nobody
What
was like
a-
standing around like I don't know what to do with myself. Like
Yeah,
there was plenty
yeah.
of things to go do. It was just so sick.
What an honor to be invited, right?
Oh my God. I like me and a couple of the girls were like, wait, like I feel like very cool being here.
I
Like I
can't
feel
imagine,
very
yeah.
like special and
You
like
do.
yeah, it's really nice.
They wanted you there on the day they're always gonna remember.
Yes, and in the photos of the, you know what I mean, of like this
Bro,
once
you're
in a
just gonna get way more
lifetime.
content for like more photos, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I'm like featured in any photos. I don't know if it's like the back of my head at the dancing. You know what I mean. It wasn't like I was in a bridal party, but
Yeah, I know, but
but
like,
there
probably
will be
somewhere
some
on the
photos.
dance
Yeah,
floor.
yeah, and yeah, she had a photographer at the welcome party too. So
Are they gonna
photos
like?
all around.
What are they gonna do with all those photos? Like, will you be able to see them? Like
Well,
the ones that are
she's
professionally
already got a
taken?
couple previews that she's put out. Like this girl, the content has been contenting. Like she's already got like 7 posts since the wedding. Like, and they're in Sedona right now enjoying a little retreat,
Oh,
which is cute.
nice.
Yeah, they like stayed the night at the Royal Palms and then they went up to Sedona just to like
Shit.
make again like extend the weekend. And then they're honeymooning in Paris in June in south of France.
What?
Yeah,
That's literally the Summer Olympics.
I
too.
know.
Do they know
And
that?
yeah, they do. But I'm like, do you also know about like all the farmer protests in Paris?
Well, that too.
Because that's also like causing some trouble.
Still,
I think so.
what's new in the news?
Oh my gosh, so much stuff. Like the solar eclipse is tomorrow, and there's a lot of conspiracies. I don't know that I have
So
any
much.
specific
Oh,
conspiracies or predictions other than I think that it's going to be the beginning of a chain of events. I don't think that it's like the big event is the eclipse. I think that
It's
that's
never
going
like that,
to
yeah.
start
it's not gonna.
a chain reaction of
already has.
things. And some people, okay, so I don't know if you saw anything about this boxer or fighter that Ryan
Yeah,
Garcia.
Ryan Garcia.
He recently tweeted, like maybe today or yesterday, that there was going to be an earthquake June 6th.
I saw that.
Right?
Yeah.
Mom just texted me yesterday being like, how weird is this? Airbnb just updated their policy saying that like they're changing their policy for major disruptive events starting on or after June 6th. Literally that same day. How crazy is that? I can read it. She sent me a screenshot. Like this is like a legit screenshot Airbnb sent out to people, right? On Airbnb. The revised major disruptive events policy will apply to all trips and experiences taking place on or after June 6th, 2024, regardless of when they were booked.
What the fuck?
And then he just tweets, oh, there's going to be a bad earthquake June 6th. And then you look at the numerology, 666 of like June 6th, 24. I'm like, that's devilish.
Oh, yeah, 2 + 4.
It's giving devilish. But the thing is, there are earthquakes that take place naturally after a solar eclipse because the gravitational pull of planetary bodies that are aligned is shifting the tectonic plates on Earth, causing earthquakes.
Okay,
that makes sense to me, right? Gravity pulling the plates,
but I'm curious
magnetism.
If we have some technology to move plates,
but also or drill deep in Earth to create earthquakes. Like that's a theory, right? Is like we're man-made earthquakes through like drilling.
I wonder if too though, like if you dropped like a bomb where like no one
in the ocean or right. There was there's been earthquakes in Taiwan.
Well, a lot of the plates are under. I mean,
they're all underground.
Waters.
Yeah. Right. And so people are like
tectonic.
There's
plates,
a lot of there's a lot of theories.
Crazy.
There's going to be earthquakes. There was a 4.8 magnitude earthquake in New York City a couple of days ago, like the biggest that they've seen in a long time. And someone was like, oh, 4.8 magnitude. Eclipse is on 4.8. Like, I do believe in like numerology and symbolism there. So like there is a lot of interesting numerology surrounding these things. But I think that overall, the impression I feel like deep in my core is that it's going to be okay. You know what I mean? I do think it's like good versus evil, good will win, you know? Like, I don't think there's anything to like really worry about. I think if anything, they harvest like worry energy. Like they literally harvest us for our like fear, you know what I mean? And like they want us to be as stressed as possible surrounding this time so that they can manifest their whatever their mission is.
Nothing you can control either.
But we literally, solar eclipses are one of the most powerful days, especially one in totality. So this is the first total solar eclipse in 400 years in the US, okay? So this is one of the most powerful dates that we can, as an individual, manifest what we want. So instead of focusing on what the elites want or what the government is doing and like literally giving energy to their manifestations, like why don't we focus on ourselves and what we want to manifest in our lives? And like, we should all honestly do a little meditation during the path, like when it's like in your path. But I would just encourage people to focus on themselves and not so much like what the government is doing,
themselves and those they love.
Even though it is crazy, like with CERN and with NASA shooting 3 rockets, including Elon Musk, like
it's just like wow,
they're trying to open up a portal.
It's a bigger meaning. Yeah,
there's a lot of things going on, and like we'll never know, you know, like the whole story. We'll know fragments. We'll know fragments of things, and there might be partial truths, but we'll never know the full story.
I was right up to is I know I was asking if you guys were going to start a 3-body problem, but you didn't like that first scene.
We started it.
It gets better after that.
No. As far as I have no problem with it. It was just like we started it like late at night, and I'm like, I'm not necessarily in the mood to get into this, and like I have to be in the mood to be into something dark. But we finished The Gentleman.
Oh, okay.
I love it. I love it so much. I don't even think I mentioned that we started it, but Caden recommended The Gentleman to me, this series with, what's his face? I'm obsessed with that guy.
I don't know his
name. He's from Divergent, which is funny. It's, no, I know his goddamn.
Such great accents, dude.
Fuck. What's his name?
So proper.
He's so
sophisticated.
Hot. Yeah, he is like one of the most beautiful men.
It's probably new.
I'm upset I can't think of it.
For sure.
Yeah. Next to Jacob Elordi, or is he better than Jacob Elordi?
Oh, for sure.
Something about him.
Fuck about Jacob.
Fuck Jacob Elordi. No, I have to find this guy's name now. Hold on.
So the English.
Loved the show. Loved the girl that plays Alice
I like
Glass.
how it's shot. You know, like where like the marker, or like
Theo
it's written on
James.
the
Theo James is his name.
like when
That
they're
is
like
one hot
listing the
guy.
plans, and it gets like written on the screen. You know, like that type of
Yeah. Interaction with the
yeah, or like
audience
someone gets
almost.
introduced, and they're just like,
It's very Guy Ritchie.
well, yeah, because
I know. Because he did
it's
do it.
Guy Ritchie.
I know.
Do you
This is
know
his
though?
spouse. He's married. I'm
It's based
sad.
after
Her name
shit,
is Ruth.
Theo. Good name.
Good for them. I love the name Theo.
But have you seen the movie The Gentleman, which
We
was
haven't seen the movie. I know that's like the universe in which it comes
yeah, Matthew
from.
McConaughey, big
And it's
big
funny because
cast.
like the thing that I was hesitant about even getting into the show was like, oh yeah, like just like a bunch of it's like it reminded me of like Peaky Blinders, just like a bunch of like gangster men, like blah blah blah. But that girl, Alice Glass, like being such a strong lead in it was so like such a needed like
Badass.
juxtaposition to like all the men and like
Or
ugh.
that her dad, dude. I love how
Yeah.
he talked too.
Yeah. I just love I don't want to like say anything specific about the show because I like want people to watch
Yeah.
it, but no, I just loved it. 10 out
But
of
back
10.
to why I brought up Three Body Problem is that
Oh my god, she was in Maze Runner when she was young. That's how I recognized her. She was
oh
like
my gosh.
when she was like young, like
She's what, 32?
yes.
Wow.
32, 30 yeah, 32. Whoa. Sorry, what were you
All right.
saying?
Yeah, Three Body Problem with going into it's actually a book,
Okay.
but it kind of discusses not discusses.
Like aliens.
Yes, but it's also the dark forest theory that I was going to talk about is
Okay.
that let's just say you're like in a dark forest, right? Pitch black, can't see anything in front of you, and you have no idea where you are.
Oh,
Would you yell out for help or would you hide? You know what I'm saying?
right. Okay.
So it's kind of like the idea of that there could be anything out there, right? But why would you
But you don't know.
look out or try and communicate? Because
Yeah.
you don't know what could come
Right.
in
Whether it's
response.
predator or prey or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And that's why, like,
That's a good point.
which is Three Body Problems kind of about it, is that we're so obsessed with finding other life.
Yeah, with space travel, but it's like you don't know what's coming back. We shouldn't be
And we're like
exploring.
fucking
We're like
yelling out,
yeah, sending
pick
out
us, yeah.
yeah,
Like,
literally.
literally. I can't get over that. But yeah,
That's
Dark Force
crazy.
theory is kind of scary to think about.
Yeah.
Because I think you'll have to see the TikTok I sent you earlier. It's just like a new visual that I haven't seen of like how big, like the expansive, obviously the universe is.
Yeah.
It's
Ever
actually pretty cool.
growing.
And yeah, I know. I mean, there is life, dude. Like,
Bro, the aliens are already here.
they're everywhere too. Like,
They're here and they're everywhere.
there's legit other worlds or
I know.
existence, dimensions,
I also like low key believe in mermaids.
timelines. I could see it.
It's like, please, as above, so below. If there are people on land, there are people in the ocean.
Well, that's a thing too.
And
dude.
so they're the
Don't get me
depths.
started on the ocean.
Like they don't even need to see. They don't even have eyes, probably.
What's so weird?
Because they're in the depths of the black ocean. Well, next week we're going to talk about more about like theories of the universe in terms of like specific theories. But have you heard like if you don't observe something, it doesn't exist? Like something it doesn't exist unless it's being observed. So
I don't like that.
Yeah, I know. It's like things are populated quite literally by like our human brains. Like we are populating reality
If
with
it's not observed, it doesn't exist.
So like if there's a faraway corner of the earth that no one sees, like it's not even there.
I think there is still places like on land that haven't been discovered yet.
You think so?
I think so.
Like far off places?
Uh-huh.
Well, what if it's like been discovered but has been like
tribes?
I know. Well, yeah.
Think about the Amazon alone.
I know.
There's definitely land in the Amazon, probably a shit ton of acres that have never been discovered by human. Because of how like dense it is in the jungle.
Or like a human was discovering it but was like killed or like by the like indigenous tribe or whoever is indigenous.
Think about like caves.
You hear about giants in caves too.
Giants?
Yeah, you hear about that? Do you ever hear about that? That giants like quite literally like roamed Earth before and like even commingled.
I could see it.
Have you also seen just like all of the pictures from probably late 1800s, like during the what is it called, the World Fair or whatever, when they were like showing off no, like showing off like the world's new technologies, like all coming together, and like it was like the World Fair. And like so many of the images have been like the skies have been like whited out, and people are saying because there was like technology before, like literal tech, like in the air, like free energy poles, like
Oh,
electricity, like free electricity, like,
I mean,
and they've just like wiped it from our history. To think that we started from like literally cavemen and have just gotten to this point, but like we've had such advancements in technology before that have just been
multiple
stopped
times.
to multiple times and reset so that they could monetize and
Well, another
monopolize.
thing too, yeah, back to three body problems that it's like
I saw a quick clip of
civilizations
it on
become
TikTok about the
so
Sophons.
advanced where they destroy themselves.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And that's interesting because CERN just said that they have discovered a 4-dimensional body of like energy that is inside the CERN machine. And it like might be like disrupting their research. But wasn't that from Three Body Problem with those pair of Sophons that were like, we will destroy any technology that attempts to like find us out or something like
Well, I
that?
think they got
A
a
pair of
message back.
Sophons.
They got a message back from something out there, and
Mm.
it said, "Don't
In
respond.
real
Do
life or
not
in the
respond."
in the show?
In the show,
Got it.
yeah, I was like, "Do not respond. Do not respond. I am a pacifist in
Mm.
my
In my like
dimension.
right.
Like, I'm if you respond, we will like come and conquer." Like,
Oh God.
yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I also think like aliens, think about what we are called, earthlings. Earthlings, like little BBs, little tadpoles. Like they do not see us as a threat. Like they do not see us as like they see us as like probably like dumb, like unadvanced, like
Or do
as a
they?
civilization.
It's like,
Probably. I
no.
think they probably feel bad for us.
I mean, we don't. There's some things that exist that we don't know exist still on Earth.
I know.
Like back to the ocean talk,
Yeah. And
which is
even
weird right now. Like right
technology.
now, like that's existing. Right, there's a
Mm-hmm.
whale somewhere fucking going crazy.
Bro.
There's tigers just running around, and
Tigers are crazy.
that just shit exists.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening right now. Some tigers eating some. This is weird.
Only if someone's observing it though.
Yeah, right. Because it is a yeah.
Because it
Is it
technically doesn't exist to us right now. Like, you know what I mean? All that exists to us is like this room. And that's why perspective is important. That's why
yeah
it's important to be a little bit well traveled, to go and see, have some new
circles around too to
experiences.
manifestation, right? Like what you're perceiving in your
Oh
head.
my God, literally, like, and what you focus on persists. So if all your focus on like, if all I ever focused on for the last year is like, I have no money, I have no prospects, I have no opportunities, and just like being depressed about that and like feeding that fire, like that's where I would be still today. But instead, I
Mm-hmm.
just was always like, it's going to work out if I just keep moving forward. My time will come. I just need to keep like trying and like
Keep
yeah,
moving
you literally
forward.
have to keep moving forward. And I think moving forward looks different for everybody, like whatever that means to you.
Keep
And I
moving
think
forward.
like people know what that means. Like everyone knows what that means to them. And it's like the thing that you're not, if that you're like scared to put yourself out and do. Like the thing that's out of your comfort zone is like the thing that you need to be like leaning into.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like easy to convince yourself like, oh no,
What
like
a crazy
I'm
ride.
fine here. Like I'm comfortable here. Like imagine if we never moved. And this is something I want to talk about next week too, about just like all of the invisible strings that connect all of our experiences throughout our lives and like all the little decisions we make. I do believe in free will, but
And
I
the
do think that
divine
there are,
timing
yeah, like,
too of it.
yes. And like the universe sending kind of signs to help like guide you through your like divine path. But there are just some things where it's like, imagine if we never moved to Scottsdale, or imagine if we didn't do this, then this wouldn't have happened. Then we wouldn't have met this person, and then we didn't get this. And you know what I mean? And it's like every choice that we have made, like leading up to
Led
this
up to this
point,
point, yeah.
yeah, has put me in like a very sickening, amazing, like little spot. And I'm
And
just
more to come.
that's the thing. And now I'm like, oh my God, I'm like so excited to keep moving forward and to
A
keep
whole
shooting
new
for big
yeah.
things. And like, I'm only 30. Imagine like when I'm 40.
It is going into a different dimension
I
in your
know.
own life.
And that's how you quantum leap. Literally, like you can jump
Literally.
into a new timeline within your own life.
Multiple times.
Yes, multiple times. Like it's never too late to like
Uh-uh.
shift into a new timeline and like have a whole new life.
Create a whole new
Yeah.
experience.
If I like blinked and like woke up 1 year ago today, I would be like, oh my God, I can't even. I actually
Oh
like
yeah, a
can't
year
even.
ago.
A year ago today, this is like before I had lost weight. Like I was like depressed. I was like
Yeah.
unsure of everything I was
I
doing.
just moved back.
I just finished my like government contract and was like not wanting to do that anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, and look at where I am 1 year later. And technically, like, I've just been doing the same thing. I've been like working at the computer. I've been like at home, like being a hermit, you know? But like things have happened around me. Like the universe is like pulling the strings for all of these other things to happen. And all I have to worry about is just keep going. You know what I mean? Like,
Keep trying.
yeah. The universe is on your side.
Universe is crazy.
Crazy, bro. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, but
Oh yeah.
this is gonna come out the day after the eclipse,
Hopefully you hear
and
it.
we'll see, dude. We will see.
Hopefully there's no blackout or something.
That's the other thing. I think there's like some fear mongering going on of like there's gonna be
Which there is. It's
service
happened. Like, how many
blackouts,
times has
which
there
that
been
could
like
happen, but
moments of like lead ups to a scary date? You know.
yeah, I know. It'll be interesting. Stay safe out there. I know a lot
Weird.
of people are going to travel to see the eclipse. Like I personally don't feel
Wait,
like,
so a solar eclipse, right? I
yeah.
keep getting obviously.
It's when the sun
I'm
is
thinking
being
about a
eclipsed by
lunar.
the moon.
Wait, is there a lunar eclipse? Yeah, does that exist?
Yeah, that sounds right. What's a lunar eclipse?
Nope. Solar eclipses happen often.
Yes, but this is the first time it's in totality where it's 100% covered.
What?
The sun is being 100% covered because they line up like perfectly.
When?
Tomorrow.
What time? I mean.
Well, so it's crossing the US. So it's going through the middle of it basically. So we won't be within its it'll only be partially covered for us. But the path of totality where it's 100% covered is like a strip along the US and people are traveling to it. But Navajo
So there's gonna be
Indians
one.
don't believe that you should ever be outside during an eclipse. They like don't believe you should be like going near it, looking at it, being outside for it. Like they believe that you should stay inside. So that kind of resonates with me. I don't feel like we should be like outside for it. I don't know.
Wait, so but wherever it is gonna be able to be
I'll
fully
show
seen,
you.
you're telling me it's gonna be daylight out and then it's gonna get dark
Completely like dark.
and
Yeah.
then daylight again?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay. Let me
creepy.
show you the map
This
of
never happened like that?
totality. It's been 400 years. That's what I'm saying.
What the
That's what
fuck?
I'm saying. That's why it's like a big from an astrological perspective, it's a very big idea because it's like we're in the age of Aquarius.
Isn't that
There's this
crazy though?
planetary body of alignment
We
that's
have the technology to determine this.
I mean, ancient humans have been able to predict these dates of like when these things were going to happen.
Interesting.
So this has been
How?
tracked. Constellations, I'm sure, like
So NASA can still be a fraud.
astrology, like, wait, what?
Say like NASA
They're
can
probably
still
doing
be.
research, but they're not telling us what the real research is they're doing. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you think we landed on the moon?
no.
We'll talk
I
about
don't
that
think
next
that
week.
space travel is possible.
Theories and conspiracies.
With the technology that we have. Okay, so 31.6 million people live in the path of totality, which is the area where the moon will fully block out the sun. The path will range between 108 and 122 miles wide. And people are traveling in droves
Bro, the TikToks are being crazy.
to see it in person and get the glasses and like look up at it.
What about the world? Where was this happening anywhere else?
I mean, I'll open up like a little bigger one.
Yeah,
It'll start over the Pacific Ocean. And the first location in the continental North America that will experience totality is Mexico's Pacific coast around 11:07 a.m. Pacific on April 8th, according to NASA. From there, it'll continue into Texas, crossing more than a dozen states before it enters Canada.
Logan's here.
Oh, really?
He's looking out over there.
Oh my God. He's like, y'all bitches done yet? Oh my God. He's going to come in here. Okay. Small parts of Tennessee and Mission. They're together. He's with her. That's the map right there for the US.
So anywhere in that line.
But it's funny, the 2017 one went this way across the US. So if you put them two together, it's literally an X that they're making.
2017?
Yeah, there was a solar eclipse in 2017.
But not totality.
Not up to totality, no. But it literally, the two together make an X over the US. I'm like, oh, the US is literally being canceled, like by the planets.
Oh
like,
my God.
That's like what people are saying.
Cancel culture.
Yeah, we're like so canceled.
Bye,
yeah, this
America.
is the eclipse
funny.
time. CBS News has all the locations and that when it begins. Okay, Logan's waving. Okay.
Does he want to come in?
Well, Sienna's probably like asleep. Like needs to sleep. I guess I should turn off my do not disturb. Make sure it's not an emergency. Okay. Oh, he wants.
So you think
okay.
those places are gonna be?
He said carnitas tacos for lunch.
Oh hell yeah!
You can stay. You want to stay for lunch?
Wait, like to make them?
We have stuff. We just bought stuff at Costco for it.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Okay, so that's what's happening tomorrow.
That's crazy. I just thought
no, it is
I
a
never
big.
looked in.
That's why people are
like
going crazy over it because it is crazy.
The fucking
and
rocket's gonna do.
If you listen to the song "Black Hole Sun," Black Hole Sun, it's like about this.
Won't you come? Do not come. I'm gonna come.
Oh my god.
You remember that? Have you seen that?
From what?
It's what's her face? The vice president.
Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
She said,
no, she's like, do not come. Do not come. And then someone, it's
clipped
like
it?
Some speech, yeah. And then it clips it to Donald Trump going, I'm going to come. But like, obviously it's taken out of context. But
Of course.
It is crazy. That's crazy. And they're shooting rockets at it.
And NASA's shooting 3 rockets into it to try and open up a portal.
How do you shoot rockets? But like, what? They're going to shoot it on the day of?
And the government accidentally said there's going to be an ellipse during an eclipse. They called it an ellipse, which is a totally different thing.
What is that?
It's where you try. Okay.
Is it an eclipse?
Oh my God, this is almost an entire different rabbit hole.
This is insane.
So I almost want to see what happens tomorrow.
So much longer.
I want to see what happens tomorrow. How long has it been? Because our cameras could also be dying. I don't know.
It's only been 48.
Okay. Well, it kind of took us a long time to get started, to be honest.
Not that long, though.
Okay.
You can wrap it up a little bit, whatever you're about to say, and then...
I was just going to say, I think we wait to see what happens tomorrow, and then we will talk about it. We'll update on Friday with our recording.
I wonder how populated those places are going to be tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. No, millions of people are going in droves, and that's why people are saying there's going to be, like, literally, I don't know if it was CNN or someone's like, we are preparing for mass casualty event on Monday. Like, literally called it a mass casualty event. I'm like, okay. Again, I think that's like a little bit of fear
totality.
Yeah.
That is nuts. Dude, something's going to be...
Something's up.
Something's in the stars. I mean, think about all the energy.
Yeah.
That's happening.
And it's like Age of Aquarius. And
That's crazy. The solar system.
It's the Pluto return. It's the U.S.'s Pluto return, which is like the fall of an empire. It's like every time there's been a Pluto return.
A planet again.
Then did you hear that stuff about Planet X?
I think so.
Okay, that's part of this
whole I think it's the
prediction thing
discovered
too. People are saying that's part of that's also being like in
another planet though that has like life.
But people are saying it's also within the alignment of the eclipse. Like it's aligned. All 3 planets, or not 3 planets, but the sun, Planet X, and the moon are all gonna be aligned at the same time. And it was giving me like the end of Hercules when all the planets align, like that prophecy. When then like they like
or like
battle
that's what kind of a
Titans.
3-body problem. It's there's like 3 suns. Oh, that's what it was. It's a type of system that will never be sustainable.
Yeah.
Because of it's like a 3-sun solar system, 3-body problem. Which that kind of reminded me of it.
Yeah.
Moon, sun, and a planet.
Yeah, it's like there's 3 planetary bodies. Like,
bro, the frequencies are gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I'll be on TikTok all day today.
For sure.
It's Sunday. We're chilling. Me and Cadence hungover.
Lazy.
I'm like, we are making tacos.
We're doom scrolling, baby.
And we doom scrolling all night. All right.
Let's setting TikToks right next to each other.
Okay. Thank you so much for your support. Rate and review the podcast, but only if it is 5 stars. Just only if you have nice to say,
please.
Or don't say anything at all. Watch and subscribe to YouTube.
You guys are great.
You guys are great. Follow us on socials. See you next Tuesday.
Manifest when you hear this episode.
Manifest something good for your own life.
Bye.